be painting my fascia boards here as they need it. Got some cracks and stuff, so I'm going to clean it really good. What I'm going to do is mix half a gallon of warm water with some laundry detergent, about half a cup, and a little bit of bleach, a couple of tablespoons of bleach, and clean it really good before painting it, as that'll make it come out a lot better. And then I'm going to caulk all the cracks and the little damaged portions. There's a little bit of debate on whether doing that first or after, but I'm just going to clean it first and then do it after. I'll let it dry. My area is pretty windy and fairly warm, so it should dry pretty quickly, and then I can caulk it and paint it. A lot easier where you can just reach it. This one I can reach right from the ground on the side. I need to caulk the cracks in the joints where everything meets up. Hopefully I don't have too much wood rot there. I may eventually just replace these boards. And kind of cool, I hadn't really planned it this way, but got my bit of a rock garden going below, so I don't really have to worry about killing plants. Below it, got a peppermint or spearmint plant here, and but it's kind of, I'm not using so much stuff that I need to worry about killing anything. And peppermint, spearmint is pretty resilient anyway, so yeah, let's clean it all off and caulk it, let it dry. Well, clean it all off and then let it dry, caulk it, and paint it in. Right here where I got a pretty good crack, just want to push on it a little bit to see if we got any damage in the wood with a screwdriver or an awl. But mine seems really sound, so should be no problem at just caulking it and painting it. Might have a little bit of a bump here, but no big deal. Once it's painted nice and white, it should blend in good. And I could, cut it down and trim it, prime it, caulk it, and then paint it is another option. Take a sawzall sideways and trim this part down. But again, it's not super critical. This looks like a knot, but it's not. Give it a little character, no big deal. And here too, going to be doing the same thing, testing it to see if it's soft with a kind of sharp screwdriver or an awl. And it's actually okay. Some of the swelling probably could have been avoided just by sealing that crack with the caulking. So that's what I'll be doing. And again, this spot bumps out a little bit, but once it's painted white, it shouldn't be too big of a deal. And in the future, we may just look at replacing this boards, but it's still sound, and this is not in a super noticeable area, so no big deal, and it's not rotting. That's the important part, but caulking this before painting it definitely will improve how long it survives. And this has no gutters, so again, it's even more critical as the rain just drips right down when it runs off and comes underneath the solar panels here. So yeah, no big deal. Clean it, caulk it, paint it. Okay, got my mixture of soapy water, laundry detergent, a little bit of bleach, and some warm water. And then I just got an old broom that I'm going to use for the scrubbing, and then I can just rinse it off, scrub it off. No big deal. And alternatively, you can use a pump sprayer if that's a little bit easier to apply the soapy water and just let it sit for a little bit and then scrub everything down. In fact, I might do it that way, and that I can get in there a little easier first and then scrub it all down. Broom, scrubber, no big deal. Okay, went ahead and added my mixture to the pump sprayer, and now gonna seal it into the deal. I'll pump it up and spray it on, and then I can scrub the looks like I'm not tightened enough, so I need to tighten it a little bit more. Get a good seal. We're good now. Now I can spray it on. Just let it sit a little bit and then we can scrub it. Be good. Pump sprayer will definitely speed things up. get up there, where it might have been a little bit more difficult. And you can scrub it off with the broom and move it right along. Mine's actually not too dirty. Just a little bit. Definitely needs paint though. It's time. Finger to smooth it in, or the back of the caulking deal. Let's finish this stuff off and make sure to get the top so it doesn't swell anymore. And I'm just going to kind of float it in. And just kind of use the back of it with the spatula. Hide it a little bit better. Yeah. The rest of it will work out. A little artistry. Making it better. Which I can take from the back of the tube. Smooth it out. Yeah. I'll let that dry and clean it up. Finish all the other small cracks. Alright, and we'll get done. Yep, so on all the corners and all the gaps, any nails that need to be knocked in, I'll knock them in a little bit, and then I'll just patch the little cracks, patch the corners, patch the side here. Just don't want to have any place where water can just sit there or intrude there and swell things out, so I'll make it better. Like this nail, I'm going to knock that in a little bit, and probably easier with a hammer, but got my screwdriver here, so get that. And I might need my hammer after all. But yeah, we'll smooth those all out and caulk it all in. The trickiest part about this is that the paint starts to firm up a bit and then gets little flakes in it, so my way around it is just to kind of take my time with it, go real slow. If you try to roll too fast, it'll take those flakes and fling them on you, fling them on stuff. So if you just go real slow, nice and patient, and get it done without flinging those everywhere. So just rolling real slow. And then I can really push it into the little crevices. And with the brush, I'll get up nice and underneath the roof flashing. And we'll just take the bottom and get the bottom nice and easy. Okay, just got a nice old peanut butter jar to use for cutting in. Looks pretty good. And get my paintbrush in. And just getting up there underneath there as far as I can. Fill it in. And if I ever have to replace this, I'll use a different material than wood, something more. There's just a lot of stuff on the market these days. New stuff coming out all the time between PVC and vinyl. Lots of options when it comes to the Alright. Oh, getting up here at the peak. Again, just going nice and slow, nice and easy, so I don't fling stuff. Okay, I'll cut in with the brush. Now I'll just be going up underneath as far as I can into the brush. You can see it never actually got paint on it, and that's not good. It makes it much easier for it to take water damage, so I will get up under there as much as I can. Okay, and there's just a lot of deeper grooves where it's better to use a brush to get in there a little bit better. The roller will get you through a lot of stuff and a lot of area, but sometimes some stuff's just going to take a little more pushing of the paint into the deal. And of course you want to do 2 coats as well, so you get, you know, really good protection to your wood, especially when you have wood fascia boards. And just getting up in there as good as I can. Again, that's going to give the little more protection in case any moisture weeps around just having the board painted. You know, if I was putting these in, I would have painted them before they went up, but this is what I got, and so that's what it's gonna take. All right. Okay, there it is, all painted in, wrapped and painted, done deal. you.